Hello, everyone. Now that the SAT has gone completely digital, students are left searching for ways to prepare for the exam. Some students are using paper materials and then trying to figure out how to evolve it to a digital format. Others are using the limited College Board Blue Book exams. There's only 4 available. At Blue Train, we are using a platform that has 10 full-length exams, very similar to the Blue Book as I'm about to show you. Let's look at one, open one up. And as you can see, students have the option when working to go timed or untimed. At Blue Train, our specialists will often ask students to begin their first stage in untimed because this enables students to really focus on what they need to work on skill-wise rather than performance and timing. So as you can see here, not only has the SAT format changed from paper and pencil to digital, but also the test content has changed. Here we see a reading and writing question, which is more of a fill in the blank with a word. This was not very common on the paper and pencil. And then over here, we have questions that are more like reading comprehension. On the old exam, the student would get an entire passage and have multiple questions focusing on that passage, which caused the student to have to jump around and find them by line number. Now it's one short passage and one question. Students using the platform can highlight things so they can get used to either seeing things that they want to focus on or if they want to remove things from their view. Also, they can eliminate just like they can on the College Board exam, and also the ability to come back later, which enables them to see all their questions and then see which ones they want to circle back to. And this helps our students when they get into stage 2 and 3, where they start doing pacing and performance, because our students like to do what we call combing, where they will kind of keep their flow, doing all the questions that they can grab easily, and then circling back and doing the ones that are more difficult. This keeps the brain more clear, and this also keeps the confidence up, and students that learn to comb tend to do much better. So this is the reading and writing module. Let's go to the math module. As you can see here, the math module is set up very similar to the reading and writing. We begin our section. We'll do this one timed. So we can see the clock, which is up here. I can pause the section unless it's a proctored exam with Blue Train, and then we lock them out so students can't pause to make it feel like the real exam. But this enables when students are doing homework to stop and go to the bathroom or answer a question from their parents or whatever it may be. Also, as you will see here, students have access to all the formulas, just like they will on the College Board exam. And they have access to something called a Desmos calculator, which enables students to, have pretty quick hacks on doing graphing questions, mean, median, and mode questions. Ultimately, it is something students should get very comfortable with rather than just relying on their TI-89 calculators in their hands. So very similarly, we can go through here and answer the questions just as we would on the College Board exam. Now let's look at how the results are calculated and see how we can analyze them. Now that I've completed an exam, I can take a look at my results with a lot of handy tools here. So first of all, down here, what we can see is how the SAT is structured in its adaptive format. Everybody will take the same first module, which is more neutral, neither difficult or easy. If the student does well, usually getting more than half the questions correct, then they will graduate to the difficult or the hard module. In this case, the student graduated to the difficult module in both the reading and writing and the math. So let's take a look at the results. As you can see, things are laid out very nicely: easy questions, medium questions, difficult questions, or by subtype, and craft and structure, expression of ideas, blah, blah, blah. As you'll notice, students will start to have weaknesses appear in one of these subtypes, and obviously it is very helpful for us to focus on those areas with the student. We can also see how much time they spent per question. And on the student's side, educator side, we have other ways of looking at across the board that can give really detailed analysis of how a student is wasting or spending their time fruitfully. Also, so I can go here, let's go to the second module where the student had a little bit more difficulty. So craft and structure, I want to check out. I can look at, what I selected. I can also hide the answers, which our specialist will do so that they can rework through the problem without the student knowing the answer. But if we want, we can also, the student can also look at an explanation on their own. And if they want to do follow-up exercises, they can go here and they can sort out the type of questions that they want to practice on their own or with the specialist. Math, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over here and we're going to see it's laid out much the same way with our subtypes over here. And if we open up one of these, we can take a look at the question once again, see an explanation, follow-up questions, same as the reading writing. Also, as students are going through with their specialists, they can do practice exercises on many different sub areas, whether they want to do easy, medium, or hard, or they want to graduate as they go. Our specialists are very tuned into what would help a student move forward. Ultimately, we're really excited to be working with our students on this platform. We looked at a lot of different content, and this seemed the most similar to the College Board that we've known for over 20 years at Blue Train. Our students, after taking the first exam in March, said that the platform they were using to train was very similar. They felt very confident going in, and we hope to see you guys soon. And if you want to set up a meeting with us, just set up a free meet and greet, and we can go over some diagnostic scores with you or help you set up a testing timeline. Thanks, everybody, and happy testing.